I saw fear closing in behind me, and the Red Sea right in front. The sound of chariots growing louder, and pressure breaking what I had once become. There was no way left to escape, no path that I could see. The desert felt like my prison, and the enemy was after me. I cried out in desperation, not knowing what would come to be. But God spoke in the silence of heaven, before the miracle I could see. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. God opens the sea for me when there is nowhere left to go. He makes an impossible pathway where no one else can go. What looked like certain death to me became my victory song. The God who opens ways from nothing is still the one who leads me on. The waters rose like towering walls, and fear was shouting in my mind. But the voice of the Lord was stronger, saying, I have not left you behind. The enemy stayed far behind me, and I watched the miracle unfold. The very sea that once had trapped me became the path that made me bold. How many times I thought of giving up, with no direction left to find. But God writes in impossible places stories that are truly divine. He does not need an open doorway, He opens the sea instead. And where there is no hope or answer, that is where His power is spread. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. God opens the sea for me, even when everything says no. The impossible bows before Him, wherever His power goes. And if I face an impossible moment, I will not stop believing still. The same God who split the waters will carry me by His will. The sea may be too big to cross, but God is bigger than it all.